Hello and welcome everyone to an exclusive interview with CodeChef for this special edition of Digital Learning. I'm Aditya Malhotra, Senior Executive Corporate Relationship Group, Elets Technomedia. And for the today's session, I have with me Aniruddh Dubey, who is Head of Engineering at CodeChef. Welcome Aniruddh, we're glad to have you.
Hi Aditya, thanks sir. I'm glad to be here.
So before we start the discussion, let me give a brief info about the Digital Learning magazine. The Digital Learning magazine is Asia and Middle East premium monthly magazine on innovation in education. So focusing on innovation and communication technology role in it. Published since 2005 in print and digital formats, the magazine has earned an unmatchable recognition for itself, offering a 360-degree perspective of education landscape while touching almost all the segments and industry stakeholders. And now the milestone of 175th edition of this particular magazine is around the corner, and we will be launching this magazine in the 29th World Education Summit in Delhi. All right. So moving ahead, as we have Aniruddh from CodeChef with us. So Aniruddh, I know CodeChef a bit. I know CodeChef is a platform for the programmers and all the aspirants who want to build their career into the IT sector. So CodeChef provide the upskilling as well as the testing platform to enhance their particular skills. But for our audience, I would like to know from your side what exactly CodeChef is and who exactly are the audience for the CodeChef.
Sure. So CodeChef is a platform for practical computer science education. Basically, we cover a lot of things. Let's say if you are trying to learn programming languages, data structures, data analytics, or web development. So anything college students during their four years of college wants to learn, we provide that. But the main difference is that the curriculum is for the courses on CodeChef or the competitions are completely practical, in the sense that students learn a lot of theory in their colleges, but where do they go to practice all of that stuff? They can come to CodeChef for all of those stuff. Around 1.5 lakhs, more than 1.5 lakh people practice coding on CodeChef every month. Then we have something called contest as well. Do you want me to talk about contests?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, sure. So contests are so basically they are programming competitions which are held every Wednesday. It generates 8 p.m. every Wednesday, in which around 40-50K people participate in each contest. And in the contest, they are given a few problems to solve. Anybody who solves the problem fastest wins the contest. So each participant is ranked. So every student can see where they are in terms of their coding ability across India. Let's say across India or across the world. People from across the world participates in these contests. And anybody who gives a single contest gets CodeChef rating. CodeChef rating is an indicator of their coding skills. The better your rating, higher your chances of placements and interview clearing.
Yeah, I have seen a lot of individuals who used to mention their CodeChef rating in their LinkedIn profile. So could you please tell me what exactly this rating is, and how exactly it helps individual for the placements, or let's say if they want to get into the development role and all.
Right. So anybody who gives a single contest gets the CodeChef rating. So if you give one rated contest, as I said, which happens every Wednesday. So if you give one or multiple of the contests, you get a rating. You get a rating based on your ranks. So let's say 40,000 people participated, you got some rank, let's say 1,000, 2,000, whatever. Based on that rank, we'll provide you a rating. And that rating then, so if you get good ranks, your rating will improve. If you get worse ranks, your rating will decrease. And so these ratings are tiered into multiple stars. Let's say most people even put their stars in their profile that they are 3-star at CodeChef, 4-star at CodeChef. So it starts from 1 star, which is the lowest level of rating, and it goes on to 7 star. 7 star is like 0.1% of the people in the world are 7 stars. But even 4 to 5 star is a very respectable number. So people participate in this contest, like they go on for months or years. They reach these ratings and then they put in their resumes. Once somebody has reached a level, let's say a 4-star or 5-star in CodeChef, they can easily clear any interview questions or the interview rounds, and they are generally assumed to be better at coding than any other people because they have done so many questions. So the questions are pretty hard when it comes to 4-star or 5-star level. So if somebody can solve that, they'll be able to become a good software engineer and be able to clear their placements easily.
Okay. So, as you told us about the interview and let's say the placement stuff, right? And in India, particularly, like IT sector is booming up, and in almost all the engineering colleges, we have a buzz around the engineering placements, particularly into the IT sector, right? So you told me about the CodeChef and how that rating can help them to clear the data structure round. So could you please help me out, like what exactly the placement structure is into all these colleges and how exactly the CodeChef is helping the
So
students as well as the colleges.
right. Uh, in colleges, mostly the placement goes like whenever people reaches their third year, in the
Mhm.
first time of third year, the company starts coming in, and most companies generally starts with an online assessment round. First, you have to give that
Mhm.
online assessment round. Once some students are shortlisted out of that online assessment rounds, and then they go into interview, multiple rounds of interview based on whatever the company's requirements are. Generally, the first round, the online assessment is mostly coding plus aptitude tests.
Mhm.
So you need to know actual practical coding skills so that you can solve the problems of those online assessments and get shortlisted for the second round. So those
Mhm.
online assessments are in some ways very similar to the CodeChef contests. So if you are regularly giving CodeChef contests, you will have a similar. So CodeChef contests are 2 hour long contests. Online assessment is also 1 or 1.5 hour long contest type
Mhm.
thing in which you have to perform better. Again, in the online assessment, people are shortlisted based on how fast they solved or how many problems they solved. So
Okay.
yeah, that is similar to that, and then it goes on to let's say the coding rounds. Most of the coding rounds are focused on data structures and algorithms and problem solving only, which is what people learn at CodeChef. For
Mhm.
colleges, so this is for individual students who want to like clear their online assessment or interview rounds. At the
Mhm.
same time, for colleges also, so because uh, a lot of students, even if they want to, so CodeChef generally is available obviously for everybody, but people are so much bogged down by their college work, let's say their assignments, their projects, 75% attendance, and all that. They sometimes don't get even a chance to like prepare for interviews or as such. That's where we run placement training programs inside colleges as well. Like if you
Mhm.
have people who are going into third year or fourth year,
Mhm.
we run 1 2 months placement training program for them so that we can take them to 3 or 4 star in coaching, and once they reach that level of problem solving, then they'll be able to easily clear interviews and online assessments.
Okay. So there are two verticals in which CodeChef is working, like as much as I understand. Like
Yes.
first one is B2C, in which like all the engineering pursuing engineering students are your direct audience, and you train them, you provide them the platform to practice coding and to learn and get that problem solving ability in them, right? And you guide them particularly like what exactly will be the structure of the placement round. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
And what about, because I have seen like now CodeChef is collaborating with colleges as well, right? So how exactly and what exactly the process is like, like how do you collaborate with college and what are the benefits, let's say if college or any university will collaborate with CodeChef?
Sure. Let me explain. So the uh, current problem with the biggest problem with engineering colleges right now is, so a lot of people say that the IT curriculum of engineering colleges, the CS curriculum is outdated, or people don't know coding. So let's say like 60% of the engineering graduates are not employable, and all of that issues comes up. So
Mhm.
at CodeChef we believe that the curriculum is not really outdated, but people have not learned those skills. Like people only solve those coding problems on paper. They have never compiled the code. They have never seen how a program works. They have never done any practical of any other database or data analytics or whatever subjects they are learning in their college. So
Mhm.
when we partner with colleges, what we do is that we take their semester. Let's say there is the second year, first semester. Let's say some the actual course in the college is, let's say, programming using Java.
Mhm.
What most colleges do is that they'll get people to just memorize some of the concepts of Java and then just put them in an exam and get clear. But even if the people pass the semester, they are not really able to write any single line of code in Java when it comes to real world, and that's a big problem. So we try to solve that problem by taking over the labs of students, labs of the colleges, in which in every single lab the people will be solving a lots of problems on CodeChef, whatever. Let's say for Java, so they'll be solving Java problems. They'll be learning Java concepts. For a 4 month course, at the end of each month, we also have assessments to assess and understand where the students are in their journey. Have they really improved? Are they able to write better codes and all of that? And this same thing is then applied to any other course, let's say a C++ course or a data structure course inside a college, where the teachers are teaching the theory which they need to teach to students, and the labs and other CodeChef homework will impart the actual practical skills that students need for placements and for becoming a better software engineer overall.
Okay. All right. So Aniruddh, out of curiosity, I just want to add one more question over here. So in India, if I would say, there are many engineering colleges, right? Tier 1, like IITs, NITs, and all the triple ITs are there. All very good private colleges are also there, like BITS Pilani, right? And there are some other colleges as well, Tier 2, Tier 3 in almost all the parts of India, right? But we have seen the difference in placements, be it the number of placement or the amount of packages the students are getting. So what exactly are the students or the companies are looking into the candidates? Let's say if they are hiring from the tier 1 colleges, and I have seen like a lot of students nowadays from tier 3 colleges are also getting some decent package, but still the number ratio is still the same. Let's say if 80-90% of the top MNCs are hiring from the tier 1 colleges only. So why is this difference exist in our country? And like, do you cater or tier 2 or tier 3 colleges as well, like to solve this problem?
Yeah. So if you look at the top colleges, the students of the top colleges are generally, so that's why I said about the B2C versus B2B thing here. So the students of the top colleges are generally very motivated. They'll do their college work, they'll clear the exam, but then after reaching home, they'll again go and open CodeChef or some other website and then try and practice those stuff. So the reason why they are so good at coding or they are able to crack big placements is because they put in the extra effort outside of college, during their summer vacations, during the weekends, after their classes, to get better, to get better at coding, to get better at technology and other related skills, and that's why they are able to get good packages. But when it comes to a tier 2, tier 3 colleges, what happens is that even if the college curriculum is good, students are not really motivated. First thing, there is a lack of understanding and knowledge as well in the for the students. They think that if I just do whatever my college says, I'll be able to crack good companies, and if I get a good CGPA, that should be enough. Is that not enough? I'm being present in the college all the time and I'm doing all the assignments. That should be enough. But turns out that is not really enough when it comes to placements and bigger placements in India. So for tier 3 and tier 2 students, that's why we take the college approach. That we'll go to the college, we'll let them understand that, see, just finishing your college work and just getting good marks in exam is not enough to crack big companies. You rather start practicing these coding skills, you rather start learning better technologies so that you can then go ahead and crack those companies. So yeah, this B2C, let's say B2C mostly goes for this tier 1 colleges where students are self-motivated, but for where the tier 2, tier 3 colleges where the students are not motivated or ignorant of the better strategies to learn, that's where this B2B model comes in, where we try and integrate with the college so that students actually learn all of this.
Okay, so basically, in B2C, you are dealing with the tier 1 colleges to get them the right direction as they are already motivated, and to get the tier 2 and tier 3 tier college engineers to give the right direction to them, like you have started your B2B model.
Yes.
Is that right?
Right.
Okay. And one more thing, like now the AI is coming up, right? In almost, I have seen in a lot of engineering colleges, they have come up with AI specialized courses. So like CodeChef is working on like data structures part only, or like it is working on AI or upcoming technologies as well?
Yeah, we have started working on other upcoming technologies as well. Right now, we have courses on data analytics, Python, SQL, which are the base of AI and machine learning in some ways. Then comes the other deep learning and machine learning stuff. That's in progress. Right now, we don't have courses on them. But yeah, that is one part which we are building. The other part which we are building is the web development or the core CS part, which is the operating systems networking. So with AI, the one thing is learning AI and how AI is built. The other thing is deploying those AIs on the cloud providers, like using Google Cloud or AWS Cloud to host those things. The networking concepts and operating system concepts play a huge role in that. So we are building content around those stuff as well.
Okay. And Aniruddh, let's say if a stakeholder of a college, of engineering college, or a university is watching you over here, so what would you recommend to them, like how exactly they can improve their placement statistics?
Yeah, one of the biggest things somebody has to work on is like really teaching the fundamentals to the students, and that too in a practical way rather than the pure theoretical or rote memorization way. What happens, as I said, that people just end up rote memorizing stuff, and when it comes to actually implementing any of those stuff, or like when they are in an interviewer just cross questions them once or twice, they are blank because they have not really understood the fundamentals. And fundamentals can only come via enough practice, via challenging others, building projects. So I would want colleges to push their students to be more practical and be more hands-on when it comes to their learning, rather than just thinking that clearing exams is the way to go.
And providing the right awareness as well. They should
Right,
know
right.
what technology is going on and in which
Yes.
skill they need to work upon, I guess. And for that, I believe CodeChef is working, right?
Yes, yes.
So, all right, Anirudh, it was very good talking to you. I hope CodeChef will do great in future and will continue providing direction and stuff to the aspirants who want to build their career into the IB sector, right? So, would you like to add something on the closing remark?
Yeah, thanks for having me here, Aditya. I think yeah, we are trying our best to like improve the employability of engineering students in India. So and we will keep working on that.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Anirudh.
Thanks.